Weege show here, Tom Vialle. I don't know how much you know about American sports. We call it an assist. When one person helps someone do something. I think you got an assist in the second moto after the first or second turn.
A little bit, yeah. Unfortunately, I was on the outside.
Yeah.
I went a little wide on that berm.
Yeah.
And Michael Mosiman like went 2.
Yeah.
And he barely touched my front wheel, and exactly the moment he touched my front wheel, my bike went a wheelie and flew out of the track.
Oh.
So I couldn't do much. I got like screw, and I got lucky that to be alright because no one hit me or anything, so I was fine. That was the good point, and then I was far back and couldn't do much more after that.
First moto, first half was great.
Yes.
What changed there? You were saying lines maybe?
I feel like so I think, like I said, for South Week we changed the whole bike.
Yes.
We went completely the wrong way for the first 3-4 races.
Yeah.
And the week before South Week I was riding in the sand, and I was like, guys, this is not the way the bike should do in the sand.
Yeah.
And I was really down bad before South Week, and on Thursday I said I need to try back my old setup from last year.
Yeah.
And it was 10 times better. A lot better. So went to South Week, did a great race. Same this morning, practice was good, first moto was good, the speed. Also myself, I felt a lot better today.
Yeah.
Unfortunately that happened in the second moto, so we can't really ride.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can continue that way for the next races.
So even though you couldn't hold on to win that first moto, you still feel it's positive compared to how it had been going.
Yeah. Like the sensation on the bike has been a lot better since we changed the bike. It's been a big change from everything, shock, fork, link.
Yeah. We
changed everything, and then we all, pretty much everyone in the team went back. Me, Chase, and now Juju went back to the old stuff. So sometimes we all took the wrong decision, and we have to change again. But yes, like that. Hopefully we can make it happen for the rest of the season.
Yeah, at least you have an answer now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
there
for
you go.
sure. Yeah.
There you go. All right, good stuff.
Thank you.
Better luck next week. That's Tom Vialle. This is the Weege Show, brought to you by Motorsport. Motorsport has the Dream Ride Sweepstakes right now. You can win a Yamaha YZ450F, like the one that, it is the Weege Show right here. Yep. Yes. Part of the media corral. This guy rides the Yamaha. He didn't need to win one. He will be given one. You get whole shots against factory bikes. So go to motorsport.com right now, QR code on the screen, and sign up to win. Or it is motorsport.com/win if you're not a QR code kind of guy, if you're like a Luddite technologically, like I am in some ways. I'm just stalling to get to some more riders in this media scrum, and we'll talk more RedBud. It's Coty Schock. I know you whole shot.
Oh, I did do that.
And then I just heard Schock is out.
I did do that too.
Okay, okay, so you can confirm.
Yeah.
Okay. What happened in between those two things?
So, I just lost power.
Oh, okay.
And then I just pulled off.
Okay. How was it before that?
It was going good.
Was it? Yeah.
It was going good.
Yeah.
I felt like Coty Schock. I was riding well.
Okay.
Yeah, I was stoked. But I was losing power, and the bike sounded weird.
Okay.
Like detuned in a way. So I pulled in, and I was like, I think it's blowing up.
Yeah.
And I looked down, and my silencer is literally hitting my caliper. Like the thing was falling off.
Oh.
So I was like, oh. So then they're like, you know, Chinese fire drill, they're putting a new pipe on. I'm like, is that even worth still going out there? Like, I'm already a lap down.
Yeah, you're not scoring points.
No, I'm not scoring points.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, I'll just go throw whips over the leak. That was my mindset. Well, then I went to hit the button to go back out there, and it was like, I was like, okay, so I did blow the engine. So I think it was a series of events. Barsha went to go bam somebody.
Okay.
This was after the drop down after the start. He went to go bam somebody, and I jumped a turn double on the inside as far as I could, and he came across, and we both landed on the landing together.
Okay.
And we ricocheted.
That was silencer.
Yes. And I think that's what broke it.
Yes.
And then it went all downhill from there. So
I'm just disappointed that you didn't get to do the whips to the fans, because that sounds really cool, but you didn't get to do it.
No, I didn't. I did it second qualifying session on the first lap.
Okay.
And then I did it, I think, sight lap 2. But I did it on the sight lap the second moto. I threw an oppo. I cased it a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Got a little bit wheel spin, but I still did it for the fans.
It would have been so nice to end the day that way.
I know, but I did do a few fender slaps, and I did my part.
You did.
I did my part.
Hey, I saw what you're capable of. The Weege show had the exclusive of your whip at the fly jump at Hangtown. It was unbelievable. It was X Games level.
Yeah.
You remember when you visited us?
Yeah, all one time this year.
And we were in the lounge and we have a bunch of whole shop photos, and I said there was more to come.
You did say that. This shop, here's the inspiration for all you racers out there. That's the goal right there. That's the goal. That's the goal, Mike B. Put it to Jet Lawrence like Phil did.
Many times.
Many times.
He did, many times.
He put it to him many times.
I think of Iron Man specifically. He just laid the wood to him.
Laid the wood to Jet Lawrence. Yes, he did in Chicago for half a lap.
Guess who's going to do it this year?
What?
Big 450 guy.
And he said more to come.
This is our guy.
He's got two. Here he does.
I got to get more photos printed now.
Now, Mike, great job predicting that.
Yep.
But is there a little bit of Justin Brayton saying you need to get some whole shots, you can get some whole shots? Is there a little piece?
I'd say it's more JB.
That's what I would say. That's what I would say.
Chad yells at him.
Okay, so we gotta get Chad in there.
JB does the gentle version. Chad just yells at him.
Get going, kid.
Whatever it takes. We found you, Wheels. We found you. Let me get Jordon Smith here. Jordon Smith, correct me if I'm wrong. You don't normally get good starts outdoors.
No.
Supercross is fine. It's very odd. The Supercross starts have been okay.
Yeah.
You finally get one.
Finally get one.
Did the word finally run through your mind?
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, well, I finally got a decent one at High Point. Second moto. Like, I mean, it wasn't like that one. But I mean, I could see the leaders, you know? Like, normally I can't see the leaders.
Yes.
And I like just tipped over on the first lap. So I'm like, got through the first lap. I'm like, all right. I was feeling pretty good. It was like right on Jalik. And then chaos.
Was it watered?
Yeah, they watered it a lot. It's like definitely not making excuses. Like I knew it was slick. I knew it's like square edge coming out of there. You know, you're trying to go as fast as you can on a 250. I'm one of the bigger guys out there. Like I'm holding that thing wide open. Like as much as I can, you know? But like they water so much here. Like it is so deep on this, like this whole section, like after the start, like that whole side over there is like, you can't, like, I don't even know how it's, I mean, it just stays muddy all day and it just ruts up all day and it just never stops rutting up. Like it never hits a base. And then like you go over to the side by like Laraco's Leap and stuff, and like that whole face of Laraco's Leap is like concrete. You turn left and it's like, the turn is soft, but the whole, that face is really hard packed on that tabletop. And I came out and was kind of against the sand berm and it went away and I caught a square edge and you're on a paddle tire. I was gonna ask, not a paddle tire section at all. It's concrete, wet concrete, and caught a square edge, kicked sideways, and I was still wide open, and it just like, if I would have shut off, it would have snapped back like so hard, and I just held it off of the face and jumped left into all the team guys. And luckily,
there were people over there.
Yeah, like first I made contact with our team guy, Eric. He's our parts guy. And I'm like, and then I realized I wasn't gonna hit him. I was going further left. I looked left and the club guy was standing like this and he's like watching the leap. He didn't see me coming. Someone yelled and he like last second like gave it one of these and I just barely clipped his heels, I think. And then I saved the initial crash until I hit the cables of the monster.
Which is like, I think people would be like, why are there cables of a monster can next to the track? But it wasn't next to the track. It was like 40 feet.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was way off the track.
I was like, how did he get there? What part of the track?
Yeah.
Sorry about the news, because you finally
got
could have seen what you could have done.
But you know what? I got a lot better starts last weekend. I came out top 10 in the second moto last weekend. Came out top 10 in the first moto this weekend. And I came out second in the second moto. So we have changed something since High Point, or at High Point, and I got decent starts at High Point. So maybe we're trending.
Well, look, the teammates got good starts too, so there might really be something there. So you'll do this again. We'll do this again. All right, that's the story of the Jordon Smith and Coty Schock and Tom Vialle, who all had good starts and then that didn't result in the finishes that they wanted. Let's see what else we can find. I think 250 press conference is going to wrap up. As you folks know, it was the Honda RedBud National. That was actually the name of it, the title sponsorship, but it might as well be called that anyway, because Honda swept, oddly, the first time they've ever swept RedBud, which I cannot even believe, because you go back to the 80s and Team Honda used to win everything all the time. How they didn't sweep all four motos at RedBud in the past blows my mind. Two things that shook everything up. As you know, Jet Lawrence actually had some adversity. Not a good start in the, well, actually the start wasn't so bad in the second moto, but he made a mistake in turn 2. Lost a ton of time, and then he crashed. And I was like, okay, I think the overall's blown. Overall, no, still won the motos. And then you know what happened with Shimoda? He ruled it today, although kind of got away from Levi Kitchen. It would be interesting to see what he could do in the second moto if he hadn't crashed. Be right back. More Weege show. So Honda rules the day. We have, this is awesome. We have the world champion of trials, Tony Bou, not Bow.
No.
Jason, nice to meet you. Gabrielle. So what was it like? First I'll ask you about, second I'll ask you about riding and the demo, but what was it like watching the racing today?
The show is amazing.
Yes.
Very impressive. So, and the show for us is easy. But
Yeah.
after I enjoy a lot with the race,
Yeah.
with the second raid 450, with the recovery for Jet is
It was fun.
amazing. So
Yes.
I enjoy a lot with the weekend.
Cool. Tell me about the demo you got and what you guys got to do. Was that cool?
Yeah, super cool. We did two exhibitions, 2 shows there. Very quick, like 15 minutes riding there. Yeah, we really enjoyed it. Sections were not super difficult, but I think the public love it as well. So yeah, and then we had some time to watch Hunter, to watch Joe, to watch Jet as well. So yeah, we enjoyed it.
You make me laugh because you're saying the obstacles weren't difficult. When you guys jumped on that cylinder, people couldn't believe it. But that's nothing compared to actual competition. You go way bigger than that?
Yeah, more bigger, or maybe the step is more, the kicker is, is more small.
Oh my God. Now you have an event in America next weekend.
Yeah.
Yep, where's that?
It's Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, okay.
I think it's GP, come back after 2017, many seasons without the race in USA, so super happy to come back here.
That's awesome. Well, enjoy your week in between. Thanks for doing it. Honda just dominating all day today.
Not a bad day.
They won the trials.
Yes, they did.
Definitely won the trials. And they won all the motos. Thanks, boys. I feel bad. Chase Sexton, you've been doing media for like 45 minutes, bro. So I just want like, just tell me about your day and try to do it as quickly as you can for your sake, man.
It's actually kind of nice that I've been off for so long and I've kind of been away from like talking to people.
Really?
And, yeah.
So you're cool.
Well, it's yeah. I mean, it's nice to kind of like be back and yeah, be back racing. So I mean, today wasn't ideal, but I didn't really have high expectations, to be honest. I kind of knew coming in I was going to be behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
But second moto, I was kind of pleasantly surprised. I didn't really feel like I was riding great, and I had decent speed.
You
so
did.
I don't know. Up from here though, I feel good. Like physically, mentally, everything's good. So just try and get better.
Second moto, was that better than the first? Was it literally like you get one race under your belt and you gain 5%?
Yeah, for
Seemed
sure.
that way.
I think I'll gain, you'll see increments gain every moto. So, which I kind of like. I mean, I feel like I'm kind of starting over a little bit. I don't know why it feels like that, but I feel like I'm kind of starting back and trying to take the right steps to get back where I need to be, and hopefully better than I was before. So that's the goal.
Dude, Jet passes you, and then I literally saw, I think you got around RJ? Was it around that?
Yeah,
you got around somebody.
We played yo-yo for a while.
Yes, and all of a sudden, like you went to another level, and you were catching them, so it was coming together.
It kind of, for me, just like took like seeing, because I'm really like good at seeing like visual stuff and like learning from that.
Yeah.
So like as soon as I saw what he was doing, it was easier for me to pick it up.
Yes.
And yeah, he would pass somebody and I'd lose time, then I'd pass somebody, get back to him, and then honestly, the lap that I felt, I was like, I felt pretty good at that point.
Oh yeah.
And just, I mean, I just went over that berm, but yeah, I felt like I was riding decent. He had some better lines than I did and was flowing better than I was, so I think that's what I need to work on. But other than that, my fitness is actually, like, for not racing, is pretty good. So I don't know, I'm in a pretty good spot.
I feel like you've been smiling all weekend and doing all this media. You must be in a good spot. Thank you for that. Yep. That's Chase Sexton. What a guy, hanging around. We'll be right back. Okay, let's wrap this Weege show up. We're in the parking lot. My man Michael Antonovich is trying to sell a car in the parking lot. I don't even know. We got some kids over here. How are you guys?
Good.
How was the racing today?
Great.
They just got to meet Jalik Swole.
Oh, Jalik Swole. He's the man of the hour. He was on our Twisted Tea Best Post Show. You got his jersey?
Yeah, they gave him one of their Capri Suns, and
you traded a Capri Sun.
No, we gave him the Capri Sun, and he just decided to give them that.
So you were just gonna give him the Capri Sun, not even expecting a jersey.
Yep.
And but will he drink it?
It's gone. You know,
He took it down.
Slam them.
You slam. Oh yeah. Well, you have to because they'll spill. So now huge League Swell fans. What about you guys? How was the weekend?
Awesome.
Was it awesome?
It was great. It was kind of weird though.
Yeah.
Why's that?
Well, I think that we had some different players.
Oh yeah, the racing was
Totally
mixed
different
up, man.
players.
Yeah. Deegs had a rough one, and Jet had to come from behind.
Yeah.
It was exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a couple of not feeling wells.
Yeah, that was Plessinger. I mean, look, did you guys go to the podium area?
Yeah.
You probably would have wanted to see either Plessinger or Tomac. To not get either, kind of a bummer. But that's racing. Right. Yeah. Plessinger had like 4 laps of fury though in that first moto. That was kind of cool.
You can't beat RedBud, man.
No, that's
Beat RedBud.
that's how we wanted to wrap that up. That's why he drove up from how far?
Oh, we're from Dallas, Texas.
What?
Yeah.
All you guys?
No, we just met them. We're just hanging out.
Detroit, San Diego.
Yeah. You need a cold water? Or anything?
Dude, this is what I'm headed to my hotel. I'm good. This is what it's all about.
Yeah,
You guys didn't even know each other. Now you're buddies. You live in completely different.
We're red buddies.
Red buddies. I can't wrap the show up better than that. I can't wrap up the show better than that. That's the Weege Show. Thanks, guys. Driving up from Dallas, Texas. That's your home race, Dallas, all the way up to Michigan. That's
Every American's home race.
every American's home race. Well done. Thanks to motorsport.com for backing the show. And thanks to the riders for putting on a show. I mean, look, when Plessinger ends up being sick and Tomac's bike breaks, it's kind of taking the starch out of the racing, but somehow I don't think it really did because it was compelling enough with the Jet comeback and Deegan having all his troubles. I mean, Deegan's going to be a pit bull next week at Millville to make up for all this. But anyway, it ended up being compelling racing anyway, even though the guys that the crowd wanted to cheer for didn't end up getting up on that podium. Kind of weird how the season has flipped here. Tomac having a couple of rough ones. I mean, he's still riding well. Maybe not Hangtown winning a moto straight up over Jet well, but Tomac's still in it, and Sexton's going to be good, man. So we'll see what happens at maybe the best track in the whole deal, which will be Millville. That'll be the send-off for Jeremy Martin. That'll be a fun one next weekend. Thanks for watching.